When you're a child, you don't know any better to think what your parents tell you to. Whether they tell you it's not good to keep your elbows on the table as you eat, or whether they tell you it's good to change your underwear every single day. You believe them. By the way, it is good to change your underwear every day, but please don't not do that. Do that, please. Absorbing your parents' values and beliefs is part of being a child. But as you get older, you find that your teachers in schools, who are a big part of your life, they have different sets of values than your parents do. Then suddenly your peers, your friends, school friends also have different values. They might think completely differently to how your parents do. So what do? You start adapting your beliefs. You start taking some of the beliefs that your friends have. And you're young. You may not even know, but you think about these quite carefully. When you're younger, you're quite malleable, easily influenced. Of course, it's easy, it's comfortable to have people around you who think the same as you do, who has the same values as you do, who are like-minded like you. But comfort kills progress. Remember that. Comfort kills progress. You have plenty in common, and you never get into arguments. And you always think the same things, so when they say the same things that you were thinking of, you feel validated. Reinforces your values and your views, makes you feel like you belong. It feels good when you're together all the time, validating each other's views, kissing each other's ass, wanking each other's off. You can find a partner who also thinks the same as you do, who has friends the same as you do, people in her work that think the same as you do. This is what we call an echo chamber. Yes, it is comforting and easy, but it stops you from being your own person. Comfort kills progress. Everyone in your own little world has the same views, same beliefs, votes the same things, has the same values, and all of this is reinforced on social media as well, making you feel like you belong, that this is all right. But there is a downside to this. It makes it so incredibly difficult for you to think on your own, as your own person. Think of it like this. You could have been like me a year ago, a degenerate who's just living. Your friends are online. I don't play video games anymore, but I used to play Destiny 2. That was like my game that I had, and I had friends on there. And we'd play for hours and hours, honestly. We'd just sit there, and I'd sometimes spend the whole day just playing video games with them. And when I turned around, it was getting like to midnight. I got on at 7 a.m, and it's midnight. Haven't got off. Pissed in a bottle. No, I'm joking. But you know what I mean. I've stayed there for hours and hours. And then I'm thinking, oh, actually, you know what? I'm getting a little tired. I don't feel really good right now. I feel a little bit like sad, a little bit depressed, tired. I want to go to sleep. I'm gonna head off, guys. No, what are you doing? Why are you going off to bed? No. We've got this raid to do. We've still got another raid to do. It's like raids which you do in Destiny, and they take like 6 hours to do. We've got another raid, bro. We need you. We need you. We need at least this many people. Come on. We've got a raid. But it's midnight. I wanted to get an early night. Well, early. But they didn't want me to. They didn't want me to think for myself. They wanted me to come back to them. Be like, no. And then it's 6 a.m. and we're finally finished. And I've got school the next day. I feel like shit. When you're sat there and you decide, oh, you know what, I'm going to go into self-improvement. I'm going to start changing my life for the better. You've got your Discord friends that you game with. You're sat there, oh, I'm tired, you know, like, I just want to be more happy. I don't want to game all the time. I want to do better. I want to start improving my health, going to bed earlier. But then your friends, those Discord degenerate friends are like, no, what are you doing? Stop trying to improve yourself. Come back. Come back to gaming with us. Have a wank with us. When you want to think for yourself in a beneficial way and you haven't got good friends, they don't want you to. And that makes you feel bad. It makes you feel terrible. Because you felt like you belonged. And yet, there are so many people in the world. This little world that you created for yourself, this echo chamber, it's not even 1% of the population. Chances are, you may go throughout your whole life without meeting just 1% of the population. This world is massive. There are so many wonderful, amazing people out there. And just because, if we're going back to the echo chamber, how everyone in your group thinks the same, you become part of this little group thing, so where you can't think for yourself. If you think about all those people in the world, they're all not going to agree with the same things that you do. They're not going to think the same way that you do. But does that mean they're wrong? All those people out there, just because they disagree with you doesn't mean they're wrong. I mean, can they even really can all of them be wrong? Some of them are just as clever as you and have their own values and their own beliefs, but they got to those values and beliefs just as valid as you got to yours. Maybe even more valid, because you stopped thinking for yourself as a person, whereas they didn't. You moved on to a group think, where you didn't have to think for yourself because your views are just collective from others. So you don't have to challenge yourself anymore. You got comfortable. Comfort kills progress. You are no longer an independent person. You unwillingly have become a bit of a sheep. That might really hurt to hear, but this is a channel which is going to be honest with you all the time, but it's going to help you all the time. You see, you might be like me, who had friends because I didn't believe I could make any other friends. So when I made my first little group of friends, there was 4 of us. I didn't look out to meet new people. I stayed in this echo chamber. But in the end, they weren't good friends. I reminisce? I think back to the good memories that we have. And that's what's important. But you might be like me and found yourself in a position where you don't have good friends. You're stuck in that discord, that degenerate set of friends that don't want you to improve yourself, but you want to find better friends. And if there is only one thing you learn from this, one thing from this video that you learn and take from this, I want it to be this quote: cultivate friends based on who they are, not what they believe. Think about that. Keep an open mind. Broaden your horizon, your views. Escape this echo chamber. And the best way to make good friends, to cultivate friends based on who they are and not what they believe, the best way to do this is to go and make friends from all varies, from all different ages, different beliefs, different backgrounds, different countries, different cultures, because they aren't going to have the same beliefs as you. They're going to have different thoughts, different beliefs. But listen with an open mind, because that allows you to become more of a thinker, someone who has control of your own thoughts, someone who is independent. The best way to make good quality friends that I have found from my own personal experience is to focus on yourself. Focus on you. You want to be in a position where you enjoy your alone time, where you've taken priority of your mental health and your physical health, and you enjoy maintaining your health. You enjoy hard work. That is what self-improvement is. And when you start doing this, having this mindset, you start to attract other people with the same mindset. Maybe they think differently to you. Hell, they probably will. They might disagree with some things that you do, but you both want to improve. This is the best way to make good friends. Because chances are, everyone's going to have different beliefs to you. But that's just something that you have to think for yourself and accept. Allow it to broaden your view of the world, because it's a big place. Trust me. By improving yourself, you will attract other people who are good quality, who have good qualities just like you, on working on your good qualities. I've learned this from my own personal experience and from other friends as well. When I started working on myself, the people that I attracted also worked on themselves, had different views to me, but they still worked on themselves. And we became friends for life, good quality friends that I can trust wholeheartedly. There's one I can think of where we've started training together now and going to the gym together. I've even persuaded him to buy a motorcycle so we're going off on bike journeys together, on hikes. I know this sounds like really gay, but like, this is brotherhood right here in the making. My name is Wilder, and I help young people like me help change their lives for the better. Stay consistent and do the best you can. Love you, bro. Mwah.